Practice problem number 1. Prepare an amortization schedule for the first 3 monthly payments of a loan for $85,000 at a 3% annual rate to be paid off over 15 years. So the first step is to find the monthly payment. I'm going to start with 85,000, and you don't need to, but I'm going to make this a negative number to signify that that is money I owe. And I'm going to put in that as the present value because that is the amount that you're borrowing today, or you're entering debt to that extent today. Next, 3%. However, this is an annual rate and we are finding the monthly payment. So we need to make this a monthly rate. Just do this in the calculator. You're starting with 3%, but we need to divide that by 12 to find the monthly interest rate, 0.25. Put that in for I. Similarly, the loan payment is for 15 years, but we need to find months. So how many months are there in 15 years? Let's take 15 times 12 equals 180. Put that in for N. Now we're ready to find the payment, solve for payment, and I have 586.99. Okay, next step, how much of this payment is going to interest? Well, let's go back to our interest payment of 3%. And because we're going to do the math, we need to make that a decimal. So that is 0.03. We need to make it monthly. Divide that by 12. 0.03 divided by 12 equals 0.0025. How much money do we owe during the first month? Well, our loan started at $85,000. So that's the amount that we had borrowed the first month. So how much interest would we owe on that? Let's take the 85,000 times the monthly interest rate. Gives me $212.50. This is my total payment. This is the portion of it that is going to interest. So how much of it's going to go to actually pay off the loan? Well, if you take the 212 from 586, you get 374.49. So out of your $586 payment, 212 is going to interest and 374.49 is going to principal. The amount that goes to principal is going to make your loan balance smaller. So take that 85,000 minus the amount going to principal. I already have it in my calculator as a negative number, so I'm just going to add 85,000 to it. Gives me 84,625.51. Okay, now let's do the next month. My monthly payment on a loan stays the same every month. So I got 586.99, and I'm just going to go ahead and fill that in because the next monthly payment is going to be 586.99. How much of the second payment is going to interest? I have my monthly interest rate, 0.0025, times the new amount of my loan, or the remaining balance on my loan. So I'm going to take the monthly interest rate times this number, 84,625. Whoops, I messed that up. 0.0025 times 84,625.51 equals 211.56. Notice the amount going to interest should go down every month because you have somewhat less borrowed every month. Your balance is going down, so this should go down. And conversely, this number, the amount going to principal, will go up every month because less of your money is going to pay interest. So take the 586.99 minus this 211.56. Gives me 375.4, round that to 3. This amount comes off my principal. So that this is now 84,250.08. Now let's do the next month. How much is going to interest? Take my monthly interest rate times the new balance of my loan. To 10.63. How much is going to principal out of my payment? Is 376.36. Again, note, each one of these got a little bit less. Each one of these got a little bit larger. What is the remaining balance on my loan? I'm going to take this amount and add it onto the balance or subtract it from the balance of the loan. And I get 83,873.72. And that is the first 3 monthly payments of this amortization schedule. They would go on if the loan was never paid off early. You would have 180 lines of this exact same math. And at that point, the loan would be fully paid off.